morning from Bandung. It is Sunday morning. It's already getting very, very busy. We're staying in Pasar Baru, which is known as New Market, but actually it's more of a marketplace neighborhood where you'll find a lot of local life. It's not the prettiest part of Bandung, but it's certainly where you'll find locals. This morning, everyone is out for breakfast, and we're gonna head to the market to see if we can find something local, traditional to eat there. On right now so you can hear how loud this is getting. It's 9 a.m. It's the time to eat because everything is being made fresh, but we're right on the street, so it's also very loud. I have to say though, I thought, you know, sometimes on the weekend streets can get really dirty, and this is not the most beautiful tourist area of Bandung, but it's actually really clean. I think the neighborhood must clean it. Local place to have kupat tahu, which is a very local traditional dish to here, and also it's so popular that we're in tight quarters right now, so I'm trying to not take up anyone's room with my camera or this food. So basically what it is it's compressed rice cake, very similar to lontong, the same thing, except instead of the long leaves that they steam it in, it's actually in banana leaf packets. They also add some tofu, we've got some bean sprouts, and then we're in Java, so you know that we're going to have peanut sauce. Very typical breakfast, considered to be very healthy. Oh, that's good. Just a little bit spicy from the peanut sauce. They're pounding that peanut sauce in the pestle mortar fresh. It's got sliced chili in this sauce. It's spicy. You gotta make sure you're not eating something red because that's gonna burn. Anyway, really good start to the day. Alan had told me that in Bandung, people are humble. He says that that's like the highest compliment in Indonesia, to be humble. And this place, they're so nice. So I'm so glad we went here. So good. I forgot, you also need to have a cracker with every meal. This is kerupuk, and it's made out of rice. You kind of find it all over Indonesia. Yeah, I found that just a little bit spicy towards the end. I ate too many peppers. And so Alan was saying this actually will help reduce the heat, the fire in my mouth. This is one of Alan's favorite dishes. Not mine. I don't mind trying it, but it's usually not mine. And so when he said, oh, your mouth is hot, we need to get Es Campur, I was like, of course we do. So what is unusual about this is that cucumber that you thought, I don't know what that is. And then it's a bunch of the jellies. I just don't like jellies. I don't like jello, I don't like gelatin. Which is very fresh, very sweet. It's all that condensed milk. But I really want to try, to get down to this melon. I think this is going to be cantaloupe.
This kind of cucumber.
I think it's cantaloupe. Is it a round ball and on the outside it's like cracked skin?
Yeah.
Yeah, and on the inside it's orange. Okay, cantaloupe, avocado, jellies, fresh coconut, ice, condensed milk. That is what this breakfast is. And it's all for you because you like it, not me. If you like sugar, avocado, Indonesia's the country for you because a lot of things here are very sweet. Too sweet for me. This is normal. Refreshing. They think this is refreshing. You know, a lot of people think that street food is too dirty, and I want to show you these two stalls. So it's a husband-wife couple, and it's very clean. In fact, after everyone leaves, he always is wiping up the table. But let me just show you where he's preparing food. You can see here this place is spotless. Like, they clean up everything. Everything is probably cleaner than most people's kitchens. And then they're always cleaning. And the same thing right here. So clean. They keep it organized, clean. This isn't always the case with every street food, but I always like to look at where I'm going to eat before I order, and that's a good sign. If you ever come to Bandung, I recommend this place. We are in Pasar Baru on Otista Street, just down from the KFC. If you find the KFC, just look for the Kupat Tahu, and you'll find the Es Campur right next to it, 15,000 rupiah each. We're going to now go for a little bit of a walk because we're going to do a tour, a city tour that I saw yesterday when we arrived. I can't wait to do it. That was a great breakfast, but now we are heading to the center of town, one of the most beautiful spots in the city with a lot of interesting architecture that I'm going to explain. All right, so we are at Alun Alun. Now, Alun Alun means where the people gather, and Indonesians love words that repeat themselves. So there's hati-hati, be careful, there's jalan-jalan, walk around, there's odong-odong, the little tuk-tuks that are here, and then Alun Alun, where people gather. Now, we're right next to the Grand Mosque, and next to it is also this large astroturf field. So you can go out on the field, kids can run around, very safe. And then there are all of these trees around it, which is perfect because I forgot my hat. And so we're gonna check it out in the shade, where it is beautiful, and see what people are up to. Now, I've known Alan for a year, and for the entire time I've known him, he's been telling me about Bandung, saying that it is the best city in Indonesia. Why is that?
It's cool, good food, and historical.
And humble people, you said. Humble people. Yeah. We've only been here not even 24 hours. We arrived late yesterday afternoon, and it was much cooler because we are in the mountains, so there is the altitude. Today it's a little bit warmer during the day. The sky is blue and the sun is out, and so it is quite warm, but there are lots of trees. One of the things I noticed here is this is the only city I think I've been in that you don't need a Grab, and you really could just walk everywhere you wanted to go.
It's very near.
Yeah, everything is so close to each other.
Yeah.
Unless you want to go outside. So because we're in the altitude, there are villas, there are tea plantations, there are lots of hiking opportunities, and you said there's also the
beautiful crater.
Yeah, there's a crater. We're not going to get any of those things this time, but we're definitely going to come back because I think this might be my favorite city in Indonesia as well.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
It's so calm and relaxing.
Calm, relaxing. Most of the tourism here is Indonesian. We've only seen 3 other foreigners here, but people are so nice. They're really, really nice. I love this place. It's the weekend. We're just gonna chill on a Sunday, see what people are up to. I think we might need to get a drink, but I do want to check out this field because
the green field is beautiful.
Yeah, everybody's out playing soccer and having a good time.
Yeah.
So we're in the park, and I thought, wow, this is a great place to fly my drone, only to find out that the entire city is actually, you're not permitted to do it. So I couldn't fly my drone from here. I thought it would be nice to get some high shots of the Grand Mosque, and also there's some beautiful buildings here, but it's not going to happen today. So we're going to go plan B, just relax, walk around, because you can walk everywhere here. And I'm going to share a little bit more of this place with you because it is important historically, and a lot of people don't really talk about it.
Just take my hand.
So it's so hot out, we decided to take one of these covered trolley tours, which go around the city. It's only 20,000. And it really tells you about the history of Bandung. We're sitting in the very back because it gets us the best shots of the city, and also Alan can hear and tell me the most important things. Bandung was a really important city historically because during colonization, a lot of Europeans would come here. They liked the altitude, it was cooler, there were a lot of beautiful buildings that they built. It was known as the Flower City and the Paris of Java, and it's only a few hours from Jakarta. today, I think they've done a really good job of preserving that history, but also not relying on it, because it's famous for its technology schools, university students. It's also known as one of Indonesia's creative art cities, so a lot of musicians, artists, street art. It's fantastic. And so while a lot of Indonesians come here on the weekends, and then also Singaporeans and Malaysians like to visit here too. I don't know what they're going to show us on this tour, but we'll see. I haven't taken a tour that I didn't like, and as I said, it's only 20,000.
The storm is coming, but I'm prepared. I'll be gone for a while, but don't.
So we're about to go down Braga Street, which our guide told us is like Malioboro in Jogja, and he said it's very Instagrammable. I think today it's also really busy, but we're gonna walk down here afterwards.
We're still alive. I hope I'll see you on the other side. I know that I'll be paying for the ride.
And this is Gedung Sate, probably the most famous building in Bandung. The reason it's called satay is because on the roof there are a number of poles that look like satay.
Black hole to make myself whole.
Wow, I'm glad we came when we did. Look at this lineup to get in here. All right, I thought that was totally worth it. Do you think it was worth it?
Yeah.
Did you have a good time? Did you see places in Bandung that you hadn't seen before?
Historical.
Yeah, but it was like a different side of the city, because I think it's very easy to just come here and stay in the core because it's so nice. But the outside is nice too. All right, as I said, it is 1:30, and so it's time to eat. We need to find lunch. It is really nice out. The sky's actually gotten cloudy, but that means the cool air is coming in, and it's so nice.
For the ride into the black hole.
All right, so in the middle of the city, there is a monument that Alan just explained to me. In 1955, there was the Africa-Asia Conference, and that was 29 countries came together representing over half the world's population, opposed to neo-colonization and colonization as a whole. They wanted to come together to help promote economic and cultural cooperation. Now, what's interesting here is it's 1955. Palestine is listed here as a country, and then also to the side, there's a Palestine walk. And so I'm not sure if that reflects what had happened to Palestine shortly before 1955. But it's a source of pride for Bandung today, and I think also they still have these conferences. I'm not quite sure. But right in the middle of the city, and there are a lot of people here that get their picture taken and like to check out what countries were there. When I first got here, I was like, where's Canada? And then I thought, no, not the Americas or Europe, just Africa, Asia. So Bandung is known to have fantastic food, but it also attracts a lot of people from other regions. So a lot of the most popular food here is actually not traditional to Bandung. But we're having Batagor, which is actually a traditional Bandung dish, and it's very interesting. So on the outside, it looks like it's almost wontons, but like egg roll made from the same sheet as we would know as egg roll, very thick and crispy. On the inside of the Batagor is fish. Fish. And then also tofu. And then it's topped with peanut sauce because we're in Java. Also some ketchup manis, he put some lime in there. It looks like a little bit of spice as well. It's deep fried, but it does have tofu in it and fish. So it's like you're getting some good sources of protein. Tofu is really good. What we learned today was actually the tofu in Bandung, there's not just one kind. There's a kind you use for Batagor. There's a kind that you use for Kupat, Tahu. I want to get a piece with the fish. It's like a soft fish cake. This is huge portion. If you like peanut sauce, you will always find something good to have in Java. And I would say Batagor, if you're going to try it, this is the place to do it. So that was pretty good. I think it's definitely worth trying, but maybe share it, because for me it was just a lot of fried. but the flavors were really tasty. So split it with someone. Next up, we're going to head to one of the most popular streets. It's kind of known as like a hipster street, an Instagram street. If you've been to Jogja, they call it like the Malioboro. And on this street, it's a toss-up of what we're going to do. One, last night when we came in, I saw that they have this French pastry shop that's been around, I think, since 1923, or one of the many coffee shops, because there are so many great coffee shops here. So we are right now in the heart of Braga Street. Braga Street in the 1920s during colonization was when all of the Europeans would come here and visit, and they would come to this street. It is a reason why Bandung became known as the Paris of Java. There were chic cafes, coffee shops, just clothing shops. And actually that's what's here today, but it's a little bit different. Now it's known as like the hipster street, the Instagram street, but it is very popular with all of its coffee shops, chic shops, restaurants, lots to do here. So you're gonna find a lot of people here. So this spot has been open since 1923, and I didn't actually clue in that right now it's their 100th anniversary. This spot is kind of hidden in a way, but I still thought, oh, pastry would be good, but then I saw this drink and I thought, oh, even better. This is the Braga Rumba, and so in it, it is iced espresso, guava juice, and butterfly pea flower. Now, butterfly pea flower makes things change color when you add things to it, like tonic or alcohol, that kind of thing. But mine didn't change color. It's just brown. How does it taste though? Oh, it's good. So it definitely tastes like a coffee drink, but very refreshing with the guava and a little bit of the butterfly pea flower. I don't know if it really has a flavor, but it's a little bit of sugar and it's good. We are just gonna chill here, I think, for a little while and rest our stomach, because tonight we wanna hit one of the popular food markets here. So we'll see you then. Surprise, it's morning. So when we got home, Alan had a nap and then didn't wake up until 9. I figured he kind of just needed it, but it meant that we didn't make it out to the street food market, which is disappointing, but we know we'll be back here, so not as big a deal as expected. So this morning we're going to go catch some food. There's a dish that I've been wanting to eat since I got to Bandung, because I've had it in other places where they call it the Bandung version. And so I want to see, like, in Bandung, is it the same? So we're gonna go find it. All right, I got exactly what I was looking for, but I'm gonna share this dish with you in the next video. The next video is going to be a travel day because we are leaving Bandung. I'm gonna share the train with you. We're taking the executive train, so is that worth it? And then we're gonna head to Jakarta, where I'm meeting Aloy, who was such a dear friend of mine and now such a dear friend of Alan's, and he's taking us somewhere special. We're going to have the best goat satay in Jakarta. See you then.
Join my Patreon community for more behind the scenes and exclusive content you won't find elsewhere. You can also find me on Instagram, and be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. All of these things make my day. Thank you so much for your support.